Back in the book segment tonight, rejecting the jihad. President Obama says most Muslims do.
It is absolutely true that I reject a notion that somehow that creates a religious war, because the overwhelming majority of Muslims reject that interpretation of Islam. It's very important for us to align ourselves with the 99.9% of Muslims who are looking for the same thing we're looking for: order, peace, prosperity.
Well, it looks like the president's being very generous in his appraisal. According to a study by the Pew Research Center, a significant minority of Muslims do support violent terrorism. When asked if suicide bombings can be justified against civilians, 46% of Muslims in the Palestinian territory say yes. 29% of Muslims in Lebanon agree. 24% in Egypt, 18% in Turkey. And in Bangladesh, a whopping 47% of Muslims support suicide bombing against civilians. Do you have a favorable or unfavorable opinion of al-Qaeda? Palestinian territories, 25% favorable. Bangladesh, 23%. Egypt, 15%. Indonesia, 15%. Pakistan, 12% of Muslims there favor al-Qaeda. With us now here in New York, Nomiki Konst, a Democrat, and Andrea Tantaros, a Republican. Are you surprised by the results?
No, I'm not.
You thought there'd be more?
I actually did think there would be more.
I knew it.
I did think there would be more, only because I find that when you're doing polling, people are apprehensive to be fully honest. However, let's assume those numbers are correct. Do you know what I was most surprised about?
What?
The 99.9% number the president cited, Bill.
That's crazy. That's a crazy number.
It's basically saying that 100%. I mean, that's as close as you can get. It tells me, Bill, that he is not just saying jihad isn't a problem. He's saying it doesn't even exist. 99.9%. 100% almost of Muslims don't believe in jihad. That's just simply not true. And I looked in the United States, that same Pew poll. It says that 7% of United States Muslims living here, which are generally moderate,
yes,
believe that jihad is sometimes justified. So that's roughly what? 200,000 Muslims? That's a small city in the United States alone that justifies jihad.
It's nothing like the numbers in the Middle East.
Still, Bill, 200,000 is still 7% sometimes justifying jihad. It's still troubling.
You would get, though, a crazy number like that if you asked Americans about any fringe group, I think.
Okay, but we didn't ask every American. We asked the President of the United States.
Well, even you, Nomiki, who really, really, really likes Barack Obama, right?
I'm a fan of Barack Obama,
okay,
but I hate terrorists.
But even you would say.
Wow, what a bold statement.
even you would say 99.9% don't like the jihad. I mean, that's fallacious. It's just crazy.
Well, okay, so let's look at the study here. How the study was conducted, number one, is always an issue, as Andrea already mentioned.
Yeah, but Pew is a pretty reliable outfit.
It definitely is. But when you do international studies, you have to look at each region and understand what the issues are.
I don't dispute the study. I think the study is accurate. I think that, in fact, the study came in very moderate to me.
It did, and one of the takeaways from the study was that in regions where there have been more terrorist activities, where there's been extremist rule, that number has gone down. The favorables towards the jihad, al-Qaeda.
They see it in front of their eyes and they don't like it.
Exactly.
But there's been a lot of terrorism in the Palestinian territories, but they're angry people there, and that's why they support it. But I want to focus not on the Muslims, but on President Obama. See, he's the leader of this nation, and if he has an unrealistic view of the war on terror, and I think he does, we should all be worried, Democrat, Republican, conservative, and liberal, should we not?
I think he has a very realistic view.
You think Barack Obama has a realistic view?
He's releasing bombs on ISIS right now. You know, what is the alternative? Should we put boots on the ground?
Yes, we should basically get a coalition of people to go in and wipe out Raqqa, surround it, and kill them all.
That's sort of what's happening right now.
There's nobody attacking Raqqa from the ground now. So I'm surprised, Nomiki, that you're not disturbed by this. You obviously are, because you don't like Barack Obama, but he's the leader, and he makes a statement like that. See, I don't even know if he believes this stuff. I don't know if he does. I don't know if he believes. He just says it, but does he really believe it?
But it can't really be grounded in reality, as you say, Bill, because then he wouldn't say things like ISIS is not an Islamic organization. He's come out and said they are not an Islamic organization.
Not exactly what he said.
That's exactly what he said, and it's not based in reality. He also said that the Taliban, I know the clip very well, he also said that the Taliban is an organization that is not a terrorist organization. These are not things that are grounded in
He didn't say that. His
normalcy.
spokesperson said it.
His mouthpiece. The man who's supposed to
befuddled
speak on
Josh
his behalf.
Earnest said it.
But here's the deal. This is what perplexes me. I can get him trying to preserve the peaceful aspects of Islam. I get that. He wants to salvage their reputation. But you would think if he really cared about salvaging the reputation of Islam, he would be fighting the people that are perverting it a lot harder.
Last word, Nomiki?
Last word is blanketing an entire religion on a political movement that is using religion as an excuse for terrorism is not fair.
Okay.
And to hurt those peaceful Muslims.
No, they're religious.
Can I just tell you something?
Religious.
I don't think you, Nomiki, would like living in Saudi Arabia.
I wouldn't.
Okay?
Absolutely. I like to drive.
Because it is a theocracy, all right? Based on Islam.
That's right.
And you would not like it.
That's right.
True.
Right? Okay.